N8N is dead. Is that what you guys are really thinking? A software got released 1.5 years ago called N8N, which was a direct competition of Zapier and Make to create AI automations, to create AI agent. And developers got like insane and created a ton of free workflows for everyone. YouTube got like super trending with the keyword N8N. And few days back, OpenAI just threw a bomb on N8N, which is an AI agent kit. And I have to say it is awesome and the UI is cool. And I think there are a lot of cool features which OpenAI Agent Kit added, but obviously it's not going to compete. Or I think you guys should decide and let me know in the comments below if AI Agent Kit is better than N8N or Zapier because these softwares have been around for quite some time. And OpenAI just released AI Agent Kit few days ago, which we will be looking in today's video that how to create workflow and how to create basic agents and publish those in OpenAI Agent Kit. So if you want to learn, make sure to subscribe the channel and let me know in the comment below what are your thoughts about N8N Zapier after releasing the AI Agent Kit. So without further ado, let's get into the screen and take a look at OpenAI Agent Kit. So guys, that's OpenAI Agent Kit, which is also called Agent Builder by OpenAI. And you can access it by going to platform.openai.com/agent builder. It is not available on normal ChatGPT. You will have to navigate on this URL. And that's how the dashboard of OpenAI Agents Kit look like. Here we have some ready-made templates given by the company, and here I have some created some drafts to play around with it, and this is a test workflow which I published to see how it works. So if I click on any of the template and show you guys the workflow, it is quite similar to N8N. So that is the dashboard of N8N, and if I open any of the workflow in N8N, that's how it looks like. So that is one of the workflow. So you can see that that's how AI agent looks like in N8N. By the way, if you guys are new to AI automation and AI agent development, I have created a beginner level N8N tutorial, which you will find link in the description. It is a complete beginner to pro level N8N tutorial, which will help you understand more about how to build workflows, how to publish them, and how to basically make AI agents to automate all of the repetitive and mundane tasks. So make sure to check out that complete beginner level course through which you can learn. For today's video, we are learning AI Agent Kit, and so far we have seen a workflow and we have seen the dashboard. Now, take a little deep dive in the AI Agent Kit to see what more we can do and what actually we can achieve with the AI Agents Kit. So let's start by creating a new workflow in Agent Builder and try to learn more. First thing I would like to mention is that Agent Kit is for chat agent, not fully autonomous AI agent which you can create in N8N. Let me show you what I mean by that. So if I click on create, and that is the canvas of my workflow, you can see that we have this start node, meaning we can just chat with this AI agent, which is the chat agent, and we cannot basically trigger this workflow based on some other apps. And if I try to delete this start node, you can see that we are unable to delete that. And in N8N, we can basically trigger the AI agent workflow based on a lot of different triggers. Like if I want to trigger that on Slack message, if I want to trigger that on Gmail email, or if I want to trigger it on WhatsApp chat message. I mean, there are a lot of different ways on how I can trigger this AI automation workflow. And we don't have these options in our OpenAI Agent Kit. And the second node is for this AI agent, which is similar to N8N. If I add an AI agent in N8N, you can see that we have these different options. And we also have some options in our AI agent kit. But in AI agent kit, UI is a little bit better as compared to N8N. But we have a limitation of the options. Like, first limitation, which I see the most important, is that we cannot switch out of the GPT model. Obviously, it is created by OpenAI, so we cannot use other models like we can do in N8N. If I just add in the chat model, we have a lot of different options here, like Anthropic, Azure, and Google, all of different models which we can use on our AI automation workflow. And here we have some other options, which is for reasoning effort, that how much effort you want to basically put into reasoning, or for this AI agent. We can rename this AI agent similar to N8N. And here we have the different output formats: JSON, widget, ChatKit, which I'm going to add into this video a little later about ChatKit. And here we have some other options about show search sources. And one good thing I would say about AI Agent Kit is that it is really easy to add in the web search tool. So it is super simple to add in the search tool. So if I just go to tools here on under AI agent and click on this plus sign, you can see that we have the option of file search. We have the option of web search. We can also add code interpreter, and this is for the function, maybe JavaScript or Python. And here we have MCP server. So web search is super simple to add. Simply just add, click on web search and add in any of the website. Let's suppose if I add in my own company website, and it is going to basically extract all of the data from here, and simply click on add here. Here we can add in some optional stuff with the country, region, city, and time zone. And if I click on add and click on publish, we will have our AI agent with the knowledge of the web search with the tools which I have given. So it is going to basically search that website and output us in the text format. And if I click on publish, we have this workflow ID, which we can use to add in on our website or app. And here we have agents SDK. Basically, we can do an API call and call this agent as well to perform the further action, but it is a little bit complicated, not as simple as the N8N. For the chatbot chat widget embedding. So if I click on this chat, we can simply click on make this chat publicly available and add this localhost URL via JS code snippet. So if I open up the docs in chat trigger node of N8N, we will simply need to add in some of the code. Let me find out where it is. So here is the chat widget. So I am going to simply copy this code and add into my website and add this chat URL webhook to trigger this workflow in N8N via my website. I've also created a detailed tutorial on N8N on how you can create your own AI chatbot with the custom knowledge base. So if you want to add in a chatbot to your website, which is answering only on your data, on your website custom knowledge, you can learn that and build that completely for free. Link in the description. Okay, now for embedding agent kit agent, it is a little different. So let me show you how we can do that. So I'm going to go to chat kit quick start here. So after clicking on this code button here, you will see this workflow ID, which we will need. We will also need OpenAI API key, and we will click on this chat kit quick start, and we will follow through the process of adding our agent, which we just created, to our app. And here we have all of the documentation. And if I scroll through, we have this ChatKit JS SDK. You can use the Python one if you know how to code in Python. I prefer JS because I do have expertise on that. So I'm going to click on ChatKit JS SDK. Here in this GitHub repository, we will scroll down below, and here we have the starter app, which we can clone and test our agent, which we just have built, right? Click on starter app. I'm going to scroll down, and here we have all of the details about how we can basically use this. So let's start with cloning this repository. I'm going to open up my VS Code. Okay, so that is my VS Code. I'm going to open up the terminal, and I am going to CD to my desktop. and then clone this repository using GitHub CLI. So click on this copy command to clipboard and paste the command and hit enter. Perfect. Our repository has been cloned. I am going to open that in my VS Code. So here we have this OpenAI ChatKIT starter app. I'm going to open that. Perfect. Open up the terminal again and follow through the documentation, which we have this on GitHub repository, right? And the first part is to add this command to install all of the dependencies. So click on this copy here, paste the command and hit enter. Okay, guys, we have 34 packages added. This here and create the environment file, which is the second step. So click on this copy and paste the command and hit enter. Perfect. We have this env.env.local file created, and we will add our OpenAI API key and our workflow ID to preview our AI agent, which we just created, right? So first we will need OpenAI API key. I'm going to create a new OpenAI API key by going to platform.openai.com/API keys. Make sure you have billing enabled. I'm going to click on create new secret key and I'm going to name it AgentKIT test. Perfect. Click on create secret key. And here we have our API key. I'm going to click on copy here and paste my API key. After pasting the API key, I'm going to add in my workflow ID, which is showing up here. So that is my workflow ID. So click on this copy icon and then paste the workflow ID. After doing so, I'm going to save the file. So let's save the file. Perfect. And move on to the next step in the GitHub repository. So we already did that part. We already updated our .env.local file with our OpenAI API key and with our public chat workflow ID, right? Now we're going to simply add in this command, which will run our app in our local host. So click on copy and paste it to see how it works in localhost. Click enter. AI Agent ChatKIT app is ready on our local host with the port 3000. I'm going to open that in new tab and see how it looks. There we go. Okay, now let me ask, tell me about WebSense Pro. Let's see what it says. So this is running on the local host and this is the agent which we are using. It's basically have a start node, which meaning if someone asks the question, it's gonna trigger the workflow, and that is the only instruction which we have given. You are a helpful assistant and the web search tool with the website of URL with this. And let's see what it responds. Okay, you can see that it has basically added all of the data from the website and added it in context. It is a little difficult in N8N. If we do that, we'll basically have to create a vector database and connect it with our N8N vector tools and then add it in the context. But it was super simple in AI Agent Chat Builder. But obviously, implementation is a little different as compared to the N8N. Other than AI agent, we have some other nodes as well. If you want to end the workflow, here we have this end node. And here we can simply add in sticky notes if we want to about every single workflow, or if we want to add a sticky note for our whole canvas. Here we have some different tools like file search. So if you want to create a vector store and add in more information to the context of our AI agent, you can simply do that with file search node. Here you have guardrails, which will basically help your AI agent to stop from hallucination, or it will stop it from jailbreak as well. And none other than MCP, Model Context Protocol, where we can add multiple MCP servers. Here we have some default connectors, which we also have available in ChatGPT. Like if you want to read and send email via Gmail, if you want to create new Google Calendar event, Google Drive, and these are the third party servers like Shopify and Stripe. And you can also add your own custom MCP server by clicking on this plus server sign, and you can add in your URL and access token to access the custom MCP server. If you don't know about MCP, let me explain in very easy language that MCP is basically giving more context to the LLM model and make your tools more accessible. So if we are giving a Gmail MCP server to this LLM, to this AI agent, it is going to have a context with the protocol of Gmail editing and sending and receiving emails. So it will have all of these different tools with the context of Gmail. So it does not hallucinate, or it does not understand the question or the tools which we, or the actions which we are asking it to perform in some other way. It is going to perform those actual actions which we have provided via MCP server. Okay, these are some logical nodes if you want to add if, else, while, user approval, and these are some data level nodes which we have available, which I will also have to study more and give a little more detailed tutorial about that. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to create a use case workflow and show you guys how it actually works. Waiting for your comments. And I think that's it for this video. I have given a little overview and comparison of N8N and Agents Kit, OpenAI Agent Builder. And let me know in the comments below what you think about OpenAI Agent Kit. That's it for this video. Until next video, have a great day.